This is Lady Myya. I am here with Toneka Wright. Okay, let me tell you about Sister Sledge. Okay, Sister Sledge got it going on. She is an award-winning filmmaker and the owner of a Black Filmmaking Academy. Okay, so you know that is deep, y'all. Real deep. This woman started it all by herself. We appreciate her and her time. We want you to be able to just kind of sit back, relax, and let us just get to know Miss Toneka Wright. Miss Toneka Wright, can you say hello to my Mayan tribe?
Hello, Mayan tribe. Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, thank you so much for just joining us. We appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to jump right in, you guys, on what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how she got there and what she felt like doing, why she felt like doing it. So I'm just going to ask a few questions, Miss Ma'am. Okay, so why did you open up the Filmmaking Academy?
I decided to start the Black Filmmakers Academy, which is an online site where I'm offering courses for people who are interested in breaking into TV and film. I started making my first film, gosh, it's probably been maybe 10 to 11 years ago, something like that. And through the course of my time in making my own films, helping out other people with their films, and just meeting a lot of dope filmmakers, I got to know filmmakers who were making films that weren't actually being seen. Like they were having trouble with their numbers. They were having trouble with sales and those types of things. And then I was meeting a lot of people who were interested in breaking into film and TV, but didn't know how. So I said, you know what? We as a Black community definitely need to take a charge, be more in charge of the types of projects that are being made that feature us. We need to be more in charge of the number of people that look like us that are employed, right? So we should be in a better position to employ ourselves when we're making projects. And that's where the main desire to start the academy came from, just to build us up.
That's awesome. That is
Thank
so
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so when did you decide to start the company and why? So that kind of like went into everything that you already
It did. The company, we're 2 years old. We'll be, actually we'll be two, coming up soon. We'll be two soon. And like I said, my biggest why was that I, am not satisfied with how Black people are portrayed in TV and film. I'm not satisfied with the number of people that we have in Hollywood working in front of and behind the camera. And I think that the cost of film school stops a lot of us from being able to pursue our dream in film and TV. So I wanted to create something that was more accessible.
Yeah. So, what drives you every day?
I used to say it was my children.
Mm-hmm.
I think once, I've gotten a little bit older and started to get to know myself better, I found things that actually drive me, that help me to be a better mother. So for me, I'm motivated by doing good things. I'm motivated by writing. I love to write. I'm a creative person. So, going outside and walking in nature, or the birds singing, or, friends or family, I get motivated by the person I'm becoming. Getting to know me and the person I'm becoming and what I want to bring to the world is a huge motivator.
Wow, that is amazing. I love that. Okay, so what would you say that you see in your community? And like, what would you want to do to change that?
In the Black community, I would say, oh man, That's a loaded question. I would like to see, for starters, education for our kids to change, to be more, that we have more content that's given to them where they actually see themselves and learn about themselves more. I think that would be a great motivator for them to be in love with school. For me, being a creative, like I said, being able to see more of us in TV and film where we're, like now we turn on the TV and we see us being murdered, us taking a charge in having more positive content where we're concerned for ourselves, for our children, and for future generations. So, and I think even though right now we're, having to deal with everything that's been going on in 2020, a positive in all of that is that we're coming together more, and the world is seeing and recognizing that we have a lot more to offer than what they may have thought.
Right, that is
Yeah.
true. It's very true. I think it's more prevalent now than it was before. I guess, it really took us being super loud.
Yeah.
And just not as complacent with the fact that these things have been drawn out so much. So it's understandable. I'm just glad that at least we moved a smidge. I mean, it's not going to be all the way, but something. Give us
forward
anything.
movement. I'll take it. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so how are you educating the youth with doing the academy?
So right now, all of the courses that are offered on our site are not age specific. And so along with the courses that are on the site, a lot of times we offer free trainings, we offer writing challenges. Here recently, I had to outline your movie script in 7 days, and we had a 12-year-old who signed up, and he was working on a documentary and writing his first script. So I definitely want to make it accessible for anyone. Adults are like, I just bought this cool camera, but the kids are like, I got my cell phone and I'm making it happen. So definitely not age specific in what we're offering.
No, I think creativity, I should say, really doesn't have an age.
No,
It really does not.
No, it doesn't.
You see 3-year-olds with the pots and pans, hitting the drum.
Doing their thing.
On beat.
Yeah, doing their thing. Yeah, and I think as adults, we need to make sure that we push them to continue with whatever that is. If it's on the pots, have your pots session every morning if you want to.
I think so. Give them something. I know, the older generations, or so, they weren't allowed to have the creativity. You had to just look, this is it. This is the only way we're going to make it. And that is not true in the day and age that we're in now.
They were in survivor mode. I get it. But like you said, we're not there anymore, really. Yeah.
No, we're not. I mean, to a degree, but not as much.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
Well, being an entrepreneur, do you find that you are setting up the next generation to do more? And are they showing you how they're implementing what you are teaching them?
Yes. So I think the biggest thing that I am wanting to show the younger generation is where film and TV is concerned, is that you don't need Hollywood, right? And showing them that Hollywood was created to keep us out, right? And so when you realize that, and with the whole digital age that we're a part of, there really are no limits. You really can just pick up your your cell phone and shoot something, put it on YouTube, and get a following and put yourself out there, right? So showing them there are no limits. There's no ceiling. There's no door that you have to feel like you have to knock down in order to walk through. Now, if you want to get into Hollywood, by all means, do what and follow what your dream is. But on your way there, you could be making a name for yourself so that Hollywood comes to you. In doing that, I am finding that a lot of the young people are just going out there and shooting something, just creating something. Yeah, they don't have fear. I feel like we did. They just jump out there, and I love that about them. They're really about action. So
it really is.
Just keeping with that and hoping that once they get to be adults, they don't lose that they keep with it. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. No, I really hope so. I mean, and think about if they're starting their creativity at the point that they're in, it's only going to get better and mature and just be on a grander scale. And
Most
why
definitely.
would you want to suffocate that?
Most definitely. I agree.
So, like now we all running out of stuff to watch. So let the kids, help.
One of my girlfriends the other day, she was like, did you know that they were showing Moesha reruns on TV? And she was like, all the old shows. And I said, well, we don't have a lot of, there's this huge gap between when all of those Black shows were on. Yes. And then there's a huge gap where there really wasn't any. And then we have what's out now. So yeah, they don't have a choice but to go back. So yeah.
See,
get to it, young people.
Oh, right. I was looking at that and I was just like, man, look how old that looks. But at the same time, I'm like, really, Ma, you was looking.
Glued to the TV. Glued to it.
Know, right? Mm-hmm. Ooh, Mommy, you ready? Right. Oh man. So how can people have the opportunity to be a part of what you have going on?
So we have courses on the site that are updated pretty regularly, and that's at blackfilmmakersacademy.com. And then on our website, just for being a part of or signing up to be on our email list, you'll get, I think it's like I put together like 107 filmmaker forms and templates, budget, non-disclosure agreements, just all types of forms. And so if you're on our email list, then you'll know when we are doing free trainings and, keep up with job postings and a whole bunch of other things that we regularly notify our email list about. And of course, on social media, Facebook is Black Filmmakers Academy, and then Instagram, the same thing, Black Filmmakers Academy. So a number of different ways to be updated on all the things that we have going on.
True. And I love it, you guys, because that's how I got her.
We got to get social.
No, right? Like, you got to network some type of way. Mm-hmm. So, like, who was the people that, like, most influenced you?
So, growing up, I loved, and now that you're talking about the shows that you were into and stuff, we're probably at the same age. Growing up, it was fun to go to the movies. Eddie Murphy was in the movies. Mm-hmm. And then, I think once we got to high school and college, everyone was loving Spike Lee and John Singleton, the Michael Jackson videos that were so cinematic, those types of things.
Moonwalker was my jam.
Yeah. So growing up, I always had an eye for how camera movement was and people's reactions and all of that stuff, but I never really put my finger on, I should be in film, right? I just knew that I loved to watch. And then I was writing as a young child. Spike Lee for sure, because he did it his way. John Singleton, did it his way. And then now, of course, we have so many dope females doing it that way. Ava DuVernay for one, right?
Yeah.
So I take inspiration from all over. I love romantic films, the mushy films. I could draw inspiration from watching Hallmark Channel. It doesn't take, I got my areas where I'm just like, I need a little inspiration. Let me do a little bit of this. So yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, you are my soul sister. Yes. Okay. Who's up? Okay. So, like, what type of work ethic, is important to you when dealing with the younger people?
Oh, work ethic when dealing with the younger people. I think it's no distinction between the younger people and older. I think if you set an example for the younger people of what the expectations are, they'll rise to it.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of times we try and coddle them when really, like I said, they rise to the occasion. You set the expectation, they rise to the occasion. So just showing up on time, expecting them to show up on time. If I say, this is what we're working on today, and if you have questions, show up for Q&A. I'm there on time. Those types of things. I think just setting the example. Yeah. And then they know to follow suit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, okay, train them up in the way they should go.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so can you give the listeners and my viewers, an example of the type of message that you have for the next generation?
Oh, wow. I think I've already said it, don't wait. Um, don't have fear. Have confidence in yourself. I like to tell people all the time, don't doubt yourself. If you have an idea, that idea came to you. It didn't come to you and the person beside you and the person next to them and so on and so on and so on. The download came to you, right? And so if it comes to you, it is meant for you to execute on it. So don't have any fear, don't have any doubts. Be serious, be committed to it. Know that nobody's going to just give you anything. So don't feel like if you're reaching out to people and you say, hey, I'm in high school, I want to be a filmmaker, can you be my mentor? Most likely it won't happen. You will have to do some work on your own. You're going to have to, make some noise on your own and make people take notice. And it's not easy. Google and YouTube University and the Black Filmmakers Academy, we got you covered. So you can go out here and make some things happen for yourself for sure, if you want to, if you do the work.
That's true. Very true. I appreciate that. So if there is anything else you would like my Mayan tribe to know, the floor is yours.
Only just to be sure to check us out online. Every year in October, we've been doing a Black Filmmaker Summit where I sit down and interview a bunch of people from television and film in Hollywood and also independent filmmakers so that they give you the real on what it's like to be in the industry. And it's free. So, follow us on Instagram and Facebook so that you get notifications of when it will start. And so you can sign up and be a part of it and get all the free, and it's no excuse for not getting free information. So definitely sign up so that you can get all the free information. So check us out. That's it.
Yes, you guys. Yes, you guys. Okay, Toneka is awesome. Just saying. And she is definitely my twin over there. We gonna work it out. But we appreciate her time and her energies and everything. She's really trying to help you guys. I do all this because I want you guys to see you don't have to just take and stay where you are. You can go anywhere you want to go. I give you all types of people in every type of industry doing all these things, where they came from, and look where they are now. You see it, you can be one having the same story, not the exact same story, because you know her locks is beautiful. But I'm just saying, close enough. But hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. We love you so much. I hope you guys have a most inspirational day.